Music artists transitioning into film have always produced a mixed bag of performances. Sometimes, Lady Gaga stuns us all in A Star is Born, but we also have regrettable installments such as Get Rich or Die Trying, starring 50 Cent, who had an interesting yet ultimately poor acting career. With this in mind, perhaps 8 Mile is one of the most impressive displays of an artist mixing their musical talents with filmmaking, producing a thoroughly engaging drama based on Marshall Eminem Mathers' life in Detroit. Not only was Eminem praised for his own performance as B-Rabbit, but his song Lose Yourself became the first hip-hop song to win an Oscar for Best Original Song. Of course, when anyone thinks of 8 Mile, the first thing that pops to mind is the rap battles where B-Rabbit destroys different rappers from the Free World rap group, ultimately winning the tournament against Papa Doc. The creativity was not only an insight into the underground rap scene, but it also showcased Eminem's creativity with a mic. However, one of the best moments in 8 Mile that has been unfairly overlooked is the sex scene between B-Rabbit and Alex. While it may seem like a small moment in the grand scheme of the plot, it's a testament to how effectively sex scenes can convey the connection between two characters and synthesize the obstacles they face in the world around them. Sex scenes are often one of the most talked about aspects of filmmaking. No doubt that some of them are only included in a crude attempt to grab the viewer's attention, being overly explicit, especially with women. Yet, what we see in 8 Mile avoids these accusations by focusing on the emotional connection that breeds this moment of passion, rather than the physical pleasure itself. Instead of cutting straight from B-Rabbit and Alex flirting to a wild sex scene, 8 Mile's director, Curtis Hanson, draws out the buildup as these two sweet young lovers sneak around B-Rabbit's workplace to find some privacy. The way they scurry around B-Rabbit's worksite shows their excitement, knowing they are about to break the rules, and the way they interlock their fingers once they find a spot portrays the quiet, nervous intimacy they feel towards each other that goes beyond just pleasure. Once the sex itself begins, the choreography is edited and directed in a way that keeps the focus of the audience on the character's emotional connection, rather than any kind of raunchy exhibitionism. By cutting to close-ups of their faces and mid-shots of their mostly clothed torsos, the camera is what pulls our attention to the actors' expressions as they stare into each other's eyes. That isn't to say there isn't anything sexy about the scene, but this comes from the intensity that is communicated subtly rather than explicitly. The setting of 8 Mile's touching sex scene is key to understanding the obstacles B-Rabbit and Alex face, and why this scene is so effective. In finding a space behind a container, 8 Mile frames them as being surrounded by the cold metal world of the industrial estate. By contrasting this with their sincere look into each other's eyes, it shows how badly each character needs this love in their life. This is especially so when their environment is so chaotic and cold at times, with most of B-Rabbit's scenes involving violence, whether by another gang or inside his personal sphere with his mother, Stephanie, or her abusive boyfriend, Greg. This doesn't change the fact that B-Rabbit's climactic rap battle is one of the most satisfying victories for a protagonist in film, with his rival simply walking away knowing he is defeated. Still, it does show that B-Rabbit and Alex are the emotional core of 8 Mile. While B-Rabbit is searching for success in his music career, it is also the feeling of being a trailer park outsider that drives him, and finding a similar bond with Alex greatly helps both of these wandering souls. And there is no better way to show that than the endearing sex scene that 8 Mile gave us, which is handled with care and focuses on how and why these two develop a bond, rather than their physical attractions.